On this episode of the Whiskey Tornado, we have a 100 proof budget bourbon battle. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Whiskey Tornado. I'm your host, Lance. Today we have a fun episode. We're doing a bourbon battle with 100 proof budget bottles. So these bottles are all $25 or less. They're all readily available. They're all some of my favorite daily sippers. I blinded these. My wife poured these. She put on the bottom of the glass what each one was. I have no idea where they're at. So we're gonna taste through these. Before we do that, let me just quickly remind you guys, don't take this too seriously. Tastes are subjective. Everybody's gonna have a different result in these. And just because your favorite bourbon doesn't win, doesn't mean you're a bad person or you're wrong or I'm wrong. Everybody's right in the bourbon game. All these are wonderful, wonderful choices. Now, I will say before I get into this, if I had to guess, my guess is going to be Early Times wins for my particular palate just because I love it, but who knows? All right, let's get into Glass A here. Ooh, Class A is really nice. Man, that is very rounded off. That's caramel, peanuts, tastes very Heaven Hill to me, but really, really nice drinker. Man, that was good. I'll put in post the list so you guys can watch what I'm tasting at the time since I don't know what these are. Okay, moving on to 2, Glass B. Glass B, I'm smiling because some of these are just going to stick out, guys. I think I'm going to know what they are. Glass B was much more caramels and banana forward. So if I had to guess, I'm just guessing that is, that's Old Forester 100. Really good. That was a little bit more drying on my palate. And let me take another sip. Yeah, there's definitely some banana notes there. Really nice, really easy to drink. I liked both A and B a lot. All right, moving on to C. C has a little bit more spice. Those caramel notes again. Boy, that's really kind of drying out my palate. C was really nice. I'm gonna take one more sip here. Boy, the nose on C is fantastic. It does have some of those peanut characteristics and a little bit more spice, which makes me wonder if that's the 101, the Wild Turkey 101. Okay, moving on to D. Boy, sorry if you can hear me moving that around. D had such a burnt butter and brown sugar note. Wow, that was interesting. Really good. Let me take another sip of that because D was way different than the other 3. Yeah, D has like a Cracker Jack kind of taste to it, like caramel popcorn. Really nice. Boy, those are all good. It's like whatever your palate is, man. If you like bananas more, you're gonna reach for B. If you like peanuts more, you're gonna reach for A. If you like more spice, you're gonna reach for C. If you want more like caramel popcorn, you're gonna reach for D. All right, going on to E. Come on. E is where it's at for my palate. I'm pretty sure I know what E is, and E just obliterates these other 4. And I know some of you are going to be mad, but it just does. E, I'm pretty positive, is the Early Times Bottled in Bond. And the reason that stands out to me is because Early Times Bottled in Bond has double oaked notes. It tastes double oaked without being double oaked. It is just so good. It's not crazy complex. It's just what's there is good. If you love those double oak notes, those kind of like s'more notes, vanilla, caramel, that kind of thing, then you are gonna love E. And for my palate, oh, E is so good. It took me the longest time, it's really strange, to figure out what it was about Early Times that stood out and why I loved it. And it tastes double oaked. That is what I get out of it. All right, so real quick, E is my clear favorite. What jumped out at me was glass A, was just really nice. I'm not sure if it's just because I had it first, so we're gonna go back through these in reverse order real quick and see. I think whatever D is, I think it's the Very Old Barton, is in last place for me right now. C now, coming off the heels of D, is very peanut forward. It didn't taste that peanut forward to me, which makes me wonder, is that the Wild Turkey or is that the JTS Brown? Go to B here. Boy, B's nice, but I think I like C a little bit more than B. Let me go to A. A tasted a little bit more subdued, a little more one note, coming off B and C that time. And it wasn't that I didn't like it, but I'm not sure. I think you could mix A, B, and C up anytime. I think D for me is last place. But if you like that like Cracker Jack note, yeah, D to me is definitely the least complex. It's just like that Cracker Jack or like caramel popcorn note, which is fine, it's good. It's just not quite as good as the rest. All right, let me dive in deeper here. We're gonna go B, C, and A and see if I can figure out which one I like the best. B is good. That banana note really stands out to me, which makes me think that's Old Forester. Moving to C here. Yeah, on C, you get that caramel, spice, that like rye spice. I feel like that's Wild Turkey because I feel like I'm getting a little bit of citrus on there as well. Let's go to A. If you love peanuts and love a really easy drinker, A is where it's at. But I think that is my order. A and B, I could flip-flop any given day. Those are really close. But for me, E is the clear winner, followed by C is in second place, A is in third, B is in fourth, and then D is in last. So let's see. We'll start with last. I would guess this is Very Old Barton. I think it's the cheapest of the bunch, but it's good. It's really good. Just the least complex for me. But if you're talking about, you know, a $15, $16 bottle, it's worth it all day long. Let's see what it is. Oh, so wrong. That's the Old Forester. Oh my gosh. Well, this is one of those episodes where I'm probably gonna look stupid. The Old Forester, man, I was getting a weird note. Well, now that weird note is very banana to me. When I'm doing blinds, I have a hard time picking out banana. That's very interesting. Okay, moving in next to last. B is... Oh, that's the Very Old Barton. Interesting. Huh. That's interesting. So that has a little bit of a craft note to it. Yeah, so that's my next to last. All right, moving into third place, we've got A, which is Jts Brown. Well, I got one right at least. Jts Brown. Yeah, very peanut forward. If you like peanut forward, easy to drink bourbons, Jts Brown is the way to go. Really nice there. Okay, and second, I'm guessing this is Wild Turkey 101. It is. It's a Wild Turkey 101. Tasted the hottest to me. I could pick up the rice spice, a little bit of that orange zest, but definitely a couple times through, the peanut, which usually happens to me, the peanut on the Wild Turkey started to stand out a little bit more. Really fantastic bourbon for 20 bucks. And that means I was right on the early times, which is, for me, very easy to pick out. It's fantastic. It's a liter bottle and not a 750 milliliter bottle for 24 bucks, but it's getting harder and harder to find. For me, that was a clear winner, followed by Wild Turkey, followed by Jts Brown, very old Barton. And for me, the Old Forester 100 came in last, and I think the Old Forester might be the most expensive bottle of the bunch. So again, that's just my particular palate. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode. Until next time, I'm gonna grab this early times. Cheers.